What's going down? So 1.09 came out. This guy's happy, and hopefully the community of people that are playing Spider-Man are also happy as well. Now, one of the cool things, I'm going to grab my controller and we're going to go ahead and boot up, and we're going to see what they actually say on there, because I just installed this. It was like, roughly for me, it wasn't that big. It was like probably a quarter of a gig, so like 250 megabytes, one of those two mouthfuls of bits. But going over here, going to your updates, checking for updates is where you can basically refresh it, just in case sometimes it doesn't always do that. But you can see that they barely even put anything out there. This is really fresh. So I had to pull up some sites in order to do some research, and even had to search really hardcore on Reddit to even find anything because it's that fresh. But let's go ahead and dive into it, because if you're just like me, you're wondering what's going on. So as you can see that I accidentally put Reddit. It sounds so much more fancier with the Y at the end of it. But let's go ahead and close this one. This was just my search engine looking at that optimization. So the first one that I came over here was very easy. Now, there might be some spoiler pictures inside of this, and my apologies if you're actually coming into the point of what's going down. So right now, after the fantastic DLC, the new Spider-Man, that 1.09 patch have dropped. And that's really cool, because there was a lot of bugs that obviously myself included was getting a little, well, perturbed, because it didn't seem like a really functionable game compared to the polished product that they gave to us. So looks like, as far as like what it is, it's not that big. It's probably just fixing like what it says. It adds cool tweaks to the photo mode, new game plus, harder difficulty, but we already knew that's actually kind of 1.01. Hey, what? They actually have a picture of that. That's funny. Like, mine's actually not even on there, but that's kind of cool. At least they have some kind of like proofable point of interest, I suppose. Let's see. Now, I did notice that it was just off by a little bit. I'm gonna adjust that in OBS just to make sure everything looks good and you can read. So it seems right down here, this is where I'm wondering, where it's actually on the subreddit, in additional issues where the suits would not load in the highest detail. Well, that's kind of a thing. If you're trying to make thumbnails, you're not going to be able to get that kind of situation. So I'm cool that they addressed that. From what it seems like, it's not loading their highest detail model, which means it's probably just a lowering rendering point, so you just can load in fast. And that might have been causing a lot of issues where it's trying to render, and like that might have been some of the bogging points of the CPU. And the GPU in tandem with like the PlayStation 4, even at a pro level, it struggled. And like I did notice there was a lot of issues. They would even slow down the game. It felt like when you like boot in too many freaking tablets, and all of a sudden, interesting enough, it's like completely blown out of proportion where your computer's just struggling to breathe. And it's the same thing with the PlayStation. Addressed an issue where the wrong character model was not loaded during some missions. Didn't have that. None of these happened to me directly, but it would kind of make sense. Like the first one, definitely. Addressed an issue. The confirmation buttons were swapped for the first drone challenge and regions. Okay, so like they were swapped. I wonder what they mean by that. That was really low detail on a point. Address the dialogue for the... Oh, cool. So for now, all the people that are playing it in Japan, they can actually have it in the correct dialogue, which would be annoying if you're reading it. It would be funny. Would love to see the translations on what they screwed up on. Removed a vent building exterior in the Upper West Side. Like, these seem like nominal. I don't really think that this... I mean, I found like probably more than likely the first big patch. I don't know about that. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and jump out of Game Revolution. So far, meh. I'm sorry. Here we go. Geek Nuke. Give me some details. Let's see, we're gonna go ahead and scour down. And I see the chat board lighting up, and cheers everyone for joining in. I'll definitely get to that in 1 second before I end the video. But for right now, for the people that do tune in post stream, usually they love digging like the news, so thank you, community, for showing up, because I do see some people on there that are definitely M7 community members. So addresses an additional issue. So fixes and updates. What are fixes and updates? The same patch relates to 1.0. It's a hot fix with any major changes to the game. Seems like it's pretty melancholy with the information. Like, it just seems like they're polishing over, and this is just kind of a selling gimmick. Now, this one's just for shoots and ladders to see if this has anything. to the previous update. 1.09, a few issues. Okay, here we go. Wow, there's a lot more details on this one. Definitely got the soup point, got the wrong characters, confirmation, issue with the confirmation buttons were swapped during the first drone travels in the region. The dialogue, let's see here, the vent in the buildings in the Upper West Side. So it seems like it's pretty consistent with what everyone's saying. Crash issues, stuttering and lag issues. Okay, cool. This is what I was looking for. That's what I've been experiencing. It's been insanity. Okay, I wasn't the only one. Even if this is BS on this one site, because we're gonna go to the subreddit next, because I am definitely gonna be like freaking like digging like where the subreddit is. But I was experiencing that so bad, and like during those like screwball missions, I was just going like straight up salt of war. But let's continue. I don't want to like pause too much on that one moment. I'm happy that if that is an addressable point, then I am super happy. Thank you, Insomniac. You're my favorite gaming company again. Spider-Man 1.09 for the PS4, which is the only system, it's exclusive, I don't know why they'd say that, has fixed some glitches. Cool. I wish you could tell us those glitches. Fixes some of the frame rate drops and freeze issues. I did experience that actually. With this being streamed, I noticed that the dialogue point of where the frame rates were hitting were not where they were supposed to be. So kind of a bummer. But let's go ahead and see down here where it says fixes the or adds performance and stability and improvements. Now that's definitely needed. The gameplay improvements added to, okay, now you're just being redundant. Adds another minor fixes. Yeah, you're just adding things for bullet points. Okay, let's go to subreddit. This is the fun thing. Oh, by the way, I'm just going to share this with everyone real fast. Check this out. I like this one. So someone dropped this from their Android, and I always just like showcasing these kind of things because it shows like how inconsistent the downloads are for everyone. I still haven't figured out an algorithm. It's crazy. I'm usually pretty good at this kind of crap, but this is just amazingly like WTF, mate. Look at this. This person, 1.09 update file, 10 gigabytes. Why is that 10 gigabytes? What did that person do to, like, did they never get another update? Did they just turn it on the first time and then this is just like 1.04 to 1.09 into one clergy of updates? Because it could be very possible. But just, I thought that was funny. Little pop of the bubble situation. But let's go ahead and go down. This is the one that I found that was probably the most conclusive, where because you can read the threads. Subreddits are probably the best, especially with the Marvel Spider-Man. That's the one where I usually hang out to look for like patch notes. You can always find them there. Usually they have them posted, but this is the only closest thing I could get to it because it's fresh. It's like 2 hours old. Anything new with the update? There's fixes and performance issues. Let's see here, down here. So we have about a good solid 7 people, give or take, or 6, 5, give or take. I'm looking at like all the buttons. I'm like, no, wait, those are combined. It's a total of 5. So the bug fixes, full change log in the Insomniac game subreddit. Oh, okay. Insomniac. We'll have to type that in. Go directly to them. Maybe they have like a whole really cool situation. I haven't been able to stand up after the update, stuck in a combat pose even when out of combat. Dude, that sucks. But it would look epic and be funny at first, but that would be really annoying if you wanted to play the game. Let's see here. That happened to me before the update. Something usually gotta go through the loading screen and something to fix it. Well, that's cool. At least there is like some like better tomorrows. Yeah. Okay, so they're just going on about like the frozen portion of it, and it says I had troubles with the issues and some of the points of the DLC and the trophies. That kind of makes sense. It was a little clunky trying to get that, but let's go ahead and just go to Insomniac Games subreddit. So let's go ahead and type in. Now, one of the cool things that I'm hoping that we can get from this, I think it's games, if I remember correct. Hopefully I spelled that right. Yeah, damn, right there. We'll go ahead and see what we can find, because I want to try to give everyone the most up-to-date point of news. There we go. Perfect! Yes! I love it. I found a better one. You were like going to be my go-to now. Yes. Okay, cool. Now we got some real patch notes, people. What's up? And cheers, I see like 12 people in the chat room. If you're new, you can definitely hit the subscription button. I do patch notes all the time, like for the games that I'm currently doing. And the next game I'm doing is Red Dead Redemption. I just pre-ordered it, so I'll have to let it download the almost 100 gigabytes in a second. So let's see right here where it says addresses issues where some suits were okay. So cool. So then the actual other ones backlogging to the other site, some of them were actually pretty accurate. It seems like the suit details were therefore adjusted, which will probably cause the stuttering and lagging. Let's see here, issues with wrong character modes and some missions. Yeah, that was very much addressed. Okay, cool. The Japanese dialogue was dead on. The confirmation button was dead on, and the removal of events. But that's all they kind of put down there. So let's go ahead and go down a little bit more. Yes, update is very much out right now. So it dropped for me 2 hours ago. I just happened to download it and was like, hey, it's time to cover patch notes. Does anyone have any pictures of the events and sound? That would be cool if someone did have this. My guess is it's meant for the future DLC. Yeah, that's probably it. Someone probably figured out a way to go into a future DLC, got like completely like twigged out the game. Let's see here. Here's a sneak peek of the Spider-Man PS4 top posts of all. I kind of want to. Yeah, we're gonna go to that after we just read this because that seems really interesting. Let's see here. No video, it happened to me. Quick travel, it's pretty funny. I'm stuck in the combat post. Okay, so that person's back again. Insomniac community members, try fast traveling. Oh yeah, fast traveling is really fun too. I love the cinematography that you get to there. Played the highest, the newest patch, the current trail. Yes. Won't land wounded people. Control locked. Ooh. Control locked is not a good situation. Abandon restart. That's what I was about to say because that's probably more than likely one time for me when the maps went crazy. I was just so donezo. And I had to reload it and it was fine. It decided to abort sometimes too. The mission sometimes will help as well. So it seems like for the most part, it's just basic patch notes. So let's go ahead and check this out real fast. Oh, Miles. All right, let's go back. Other top posts. Number 2. Well, that one's really cool, actually. I like that. It's like drawn like an old school comic look. Spider Cop! That has to be a cosplay! It's Spider Cop! Oh my gosh! I am saving that for my own personal like humor. Like that is so good. My life is so good right now, ladies and gentlemen. It's complete. It's a wrap. It's Spider Cop. Okay, well that ends the patch notes, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. For everyone that's been there, let's see here. Brandon Wheeler, what's going down? Megan, have fun at Comic-Con. This weekend's gonna be TwitchCon for me. I actually have to start getting ready to get my press pass or the pass for that like in a second. I gotta go drive down and go grab it. Josh, hey, what's going down? And then Bonnie, what's going down? X-Hole Games, the update is out, and Joshua Lure. Sorry, I'm like yawning. Josh, what's going down? But that's pretty much where I'm going to leave it. I'm going to have to go ahead and let this SEO and integrate into the net. I don't want it to have be too long. I figure out that the best videos are usually from anywhere from about 12 to 13 minutes to about 20 minutes where it really works well with YouTube. It works really, really well. But thank you, everyone. If you're new to the channel and you've already come down to this point of, let me just go ahead and give it a little bit more personable look. If you've come down to this point and you're new to the channel, then hit that subscription button. And there's like that little bell. It's like a notification thing, but we can look at it as a Liberty Bell and it's not cracked. So you could be the person that just splits it down the center so you get all the updates. Anytime I do these kind of things, I'm like going live throughout the weekends and weekdays, and I'm just a big nerd. It's my life and I love it. And my community members always show up and they're always really fun and lively inside the chat. As you can see, this got lit like instantaneously. So it's like it's always a fun time with good people and positive things. Now I do from time to time we'll get a little salty when there's like patches that are going to be unstable, but like if you can see right above, there's not a 1.09, but we made a 1.09. We checked it out on the web and we confirmed it. So if you have any other details and other things you want to comment on stuff that's been able to happen during 1.08 going to 1.09 in that little log, then definitely leave a comment down below. I love to hear about it, and I'm pretty sure using the outlets that I showcased between Insomniac Gaming and Marvel Spider-Man on the subreddit, you can definitely get answers through the gaming companies and these very unique tailored situations. There's always a will and a way. So this is MacGyver 7th dropping a 2 thumbs up and saying, remember, it's not where your dreams take you, it's where you take your dreams. And I will be back I'm hoping like later on, very late tonight, for like Red Dead Redemption. I might not be, just depends. With everything happening in San Jose with TwitchCon, it could be a party, and so networking, gotta network. So everyone, have a nice day, and I will see you guys and gals later.